Oh, I know exactly what I did. What I did was I hooked you in with talking about the swastika, and I'm switching it up because I'm talking about personal healing right here. Right here. You see this? This is where my heart beats. Yeah, when you zoom out 20 years of Nazi use of a symbol is absolutely a blemish on over 9,000 years of a symbol's use. You're being really discriminating against the symbol considering the symbol didn't even get to choose. The swastika didn't choose the Nazis. The Nazis chose the swastika. So so here's the thing about healing. This is what I learned in therapy. What I learned is if you're going to be unforgiving towards something outside, as in out there in the world, if you're going to project out unforgiveness, that means you have to have it inside already in order to project it out. You cannot project outward something that you don't already have on the inside. So if you want to keep projecting unforgiveness, fine. But that means there's something inside of you that has been not yet forgiven. And unforgiveness is like an open wound. It's festering, it's pussing, it's leaking, it's weeping, and it hurts. And over time, you're going to have other issues in your life because you've let this wound fester. And so that's just what I learned in therapy. At some point, you need to make a choice. Even if in your mind you still think certain things, your heart is hurting. You gotta make a choice. Do you want to continue living with this open, festering wound? Or are you ready to let it go? Because there is a way to let go of things, the emotional, traumatic pain, without letting go of the lesson. See, what I really appreciate is that you didn't mention any word of forgetting, because I never mentioned the word forgetting, and there's a possibility that you could have tried to put words in my mouth, and I really appreciate that you did not. So there was never any mention of forgetting, and I need to affirm that this is not about forgetting. This is about learning. This is about letting go of emotions, because emotions, that unforgiveness emotion is toxic. It destroys us from the inside out. And if you can't forgive, just like Hitler never forgave the Jews for whatever perceived wrongs, it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again because people are not forgiving. So since you really didn't like how I equated genocide to a blemish, if we don't forgive, it will become more than a blemish. But if we forgive, if we allow the wound to heal, it will scar, and then over time it will be a blemish. It's important to recognize that there have been other holocausts, other slaughters, other massacres that we've forgotten. So, this means this is our opportunity, since we haven't forgotten about this genocide yet. We cannot forgive something we've forgotten. And since we haven't forgotten it yet, this is our opportunity to forgive. And that's all I have to say about that. Cheers.